Hello friends, we are continuing with latest banking issues. In this lecture we start with the money market. Money market, it is market for short-term financial assets and instruments. The market which relates to short-term financial assets, not physical assets but financial assets or instruments. So that market is known as money market. When we say short term, generally it is up to a period of 1 year. Within money market, there is a pure interbank money market. What are components of this pure interbank money market? Pure interbank money market means where only banks are dealing within themselves. First component is call money. Call money stands for lending or borrowing of money between banks for 1 day. When money is borrowed or money is lent for a period of 1 day, it is known as call money. When this period is from 2 to 14 days, it becomes notice money, and when period is 15 days to more than 15 days, that is up to 1 year, then it becomes term money. So call money 1 day, notice money 2 to 14 days, term money 15 days to 1 year. Term money is also known as interbank deposit. So these are components of pure interbank money market. There is ceiling on lending and borrowing under call money and notice money. Let us see that ceiling. So that ceiling does not cover term money, it covers only call and notice money. Ceiling. First, the ceiling on borrowing. 100% of capital fund of the bank as on 31st March of previous year on fortnightly average basis. So this borrowing can be as average fortnightly basis. It can go up to 100% of capital fund of the bank. On a single day, say on any particular day, it can cross this ceiling also and can go up to 125% of this ceiling. So this is for borrowing. Now, if bank wants to lend the funds, in case of lending, this ceiling is 25% and on a single day it can go up to 50%. So ceiling on borrowing is higher and ceiling on lending is lower. Now ceiling on interbank liabilities. Interbank liabilities include not only call or notice money or term money, but there can be other fund and non-fund based exposure between banks. There is a separate ceiling for that. So ceiling is 200% of net worth of the bank as on 31st March of previous year. But those banks which are having better capital adequacy ratio, a capital adequacy ratio higher by 25% from the prescribed one, 9% is prescribed one, any bank which is having higher than this by 25%, that is 11.25% or more. So in that case, this ceiling is 300%. So for a bank with at least a capital adequacy ratio of up to 9%. It can go up to 200%, but those banks which are having 25% more than the regulatory ceiling, they can go up to 11.25%. Now, certificate of deposit. Friends, certificate of deposit in an instrument in the form of unsecured usance promissory note, and this is issued in demat format by banks for the purpose of raising large size deposits. Banks can raise deposit by way of fixed deposit or other term deposits, and one of the mediums is in the form of certificate of deposit. When they have to raise large size amount and have to offer market related interest rate, then they issue certificate of deposit, and this is in the form of unsecured usance promissory note. This is issued at a discount to face value. On a fixed deposit, face value is the amount which is accepted. On a certificate of deposit, face value is the amount which is payable on maturity. So certificate of deposit is issued at a discount to face value. The maturity period is minimum 7 days and maximum maturity period is 12 months. As regards amount, minimum amount is rupees 1 lakh and there is no limit on the maximum amount, but whenever it is to be issued over 1 lakh, it has to be in multiple of rupees 1 lakh. Maturity minimum 7 days, maximum maturity 12 months, minimum amount 1 lakh, no ceiling on the maximum amount, but whenever issued it has to be in multiple of rupees 1 lakh. Against fixed deposit receipt, banks can give loans, but against a certificate of deposit, no loan can be given. Fixed deposit can be cancelled prematurely, but it cannot be cancelled prematurely. And if it matures on a holiday, then payment has to be made on previous working day. In case of FD, this payment is made on next working day. FD is not transferable, but it is transferable anytime. Since a certificate of deposit is a promissory note, promissory notes are transferable anytime, so certificate of deposit is also transferable anytime. CRR and SLR requirement is applicable as in case of other deposits. As regards investors, individuals, companies, financial institutions, other banks also can make investment in certificate of deposits issued by a bank. After certificate of deposit, now we go to a similar instrument which is issued by companies. This is called commercial paper. Commercial paper is also unsecured usance promissory note. It is generally issued in demat format by companies. Certificate of deposit is issued by banks, but commercial paper is issued by companies. Companies issue this instrument to raise short-term working funds. So for working capital needs, the banks can get bank limits sanctioned or they can raise this money in the form of commercial paper. Commercial paper like certificate of deposit is also issued at a discount to face value. Maturity period is similar, that is minimum 7 days